Hello everybody, this is Janice Goldschmidt and I'm back again with another training video. Today's topic is dishwasher skills and my goal is to give you some strategies for promoting independence for the individuals that you support. I've got some tips and ideas for how you can draw them into dishwasher related activities. So let's get started. All right. The first thing to understand about the dishwasher is there's really two skill sets involved. The first is putting dirty dishes into the dishwasher. That's one skill set. And the second is putting clean dishes away from the dishwasher. So we have to appreciate these are two completely different skill sets and have to approach it from this perspective. All right, so we're going to start by looking at the skills involved in putting dirty dishes into the dishwasher. And I have 5 specific tips to help you support the individuals that you work with. The first tip is you need a visual to explain what can't go into the dishwasher. There's always things people want to put into the dishwasher, but for a variety of reasons they're not practical. In this visual, you can see that a coffee mug is not considered appropriate. A plastic lunchbox, certainly not knives. You should take knives out of the equation completely. Your client should never be handling true cutlery at all. Wooden spoons are typically not allowed into a dishwasher, as are skillets or cooking pots sometimes, and crystal if you happen to have any in your in the house where you work. So have a visual of the items that should bypass the dishwasher completely. Make it simple and easy to understand. When we're talking about putting dirty dishes into the dishwasher, the second tip is you need to teach how to remove physical food particles. And that's just scraping the plate. In the old days, dishwashers could take almost no food on the plate. You had to wipe almost everything off. It almost looked clean. Nowadays, they're very powerful. You just have to get the physical objects off, and that's just a simple scraping motion into the trash can. But that does have to be taught, and you have to give them lots of opportunity to use a spoon and learn the motor mapping to get all those large food particles into the trash. Okay? The third tip when we're supporting individuals in putting dirty dishes into the dishwasher is the utensil tray. We have to model how it works. In the old days, everything had to be facing up. Nowadays, the dishwashers are so powerful they can pretty much go any which way. But you still have to model it so that you know how it goes in the slots and where things go. You should take knives out of the equation completely. I'm sure that you have a procedure in the house where you work for knives. Let's either handle them by yourself or keep them completely separately if there are any real cutlery. But for the rest of the spoons, forks, knives, etc., have train the individual into what slots they go in or how they can go. Okay, you will have to have some rules in place if you're supporting individuals in putting dirty dishes into the dishwasher. So tip number 4 is create incredibly simple rules and don't have a lot of exceptions. For example, perhaps the rule is don't put plastic forks and knives into the dishwasher. In my house, they tend to get melted. So even the ones that are a little more sturdy that could probably survive, the rule is in general, none of them. And that makes it very simple. So have very simple, concrete rules, and don't make a lot of exceptions. We're trying to support them into independence. We don't really want to create a complex activity for them. All right, so you're working with the individual. We're going to give them lots of practice in learning these skill sets involved in putting dishes into the dishwasher. You might do a little hand over hand. You might do a little modeling. You might do a little coaching. But before we can shut the door and get this load of dishes started, we're going to have to deal with the detergent. And that leads us to tip number 5, and that is bypass measurement completely. That is a very advanced skill set. We're just going to leave that aside and go with this modern convenience item of the dishwasher pod. Typically, you only need one. You drop it into the little dishwasher compartment, and you're done. And most individuals can master that quite easily. So I highly recommend that. The dishes are in, the dishwash or detergent is in, you shut the door, and most individuals can be taught which button to push, assuming that your machine is not too complex. But train them in all of the steps. See if you can get them to completely load and get a dishwasher load started. And you know it started when you hear that magical noise. Well, once the dishes run, we open the door and there is a whole slew of clean dishes. And now a completely new skill set is required. And it's a very important one. Because if you look at all these clean dishes, what are we going to do with them? We're going to put them in their right place. And where is the right place in the kitchen? So now you're on this trek to find the home for all of these different things. It's basically a sorting activity. And if an individual has not been interactive in the kitchen, they've been served a lot, they won't know where the plates go versus the cups, or where this little can opener goes, or where that goes. And they're going to have to learn it. And this is a great skill set because learning the spatial layout of the kitchen really lays the groundwork for the development of cooking skills. You have to know where things are in the kitchen to be able to utilize them. So this is a great activity. And indeed, you might want to start with teaching them how to put away clean dishes before you teach them how to put dirty dishes into the dishwasher. So support them in learning the spatial layout of the kitchen. Don't do it for them. Don't be in a hurry. Give them lots of times. Turn it into a game. Everyone loves a game. And give them the opportunity to find where everything goes. And there I am. I'm Janice Goldschmidt, and I'm here to support you. In this video, I just wanted to give you some special tips, suggestions for how you might draw individuals into the dishwasher activity. It's two separate skill sets, we said. One is putting dirty dishes in, which requires some training and some support. And the other is putting clean dishes away, which involves an understanding of the spatial layout of the kitchen, which is vital. If you have any ideas or suggestions or concerns about this video, please route them to me. My contact information is listed there. If you have any ideas for future videos, please let me know. I would love to hear it. And I'll see you in the next video.